What up, Instagram and YouTube? It's your boy Salty Red Corn, and I'm back with another ill-prepared knife review video. And today, I have a R.lacanico design for you. This is the WE Knives Evoke. This is a really cool blade, and it screams R.lacanico. So if you like him and you like WE Knives, this is definitely one to check out. So we have a really nice clip point blade here. We have a deep swedge up on the top, and the blade itself is finished very nicely with a bead blasted finish, which I think is appropriate for this color combination. We have some really nice chamfering up here on the edges and some machined milling up on the top here. Some other things that I like about this blade in particular are the thumb studs. The thumb studs are well positioned. Not only that, but they are unique. They're polished on the top, domed and polished. They have 3 individual steps, which is going to be hard for me to pick some of this stuff up on the camera. And we have a full groove around the back. All right, very nice. We have an internal stop pin here, so that's very nice. Some of the other key things that I like on here are the hardware. The hardware itself is awesome. This, let's see, lock side pivot collar is kind of a conical shape, and it's micro milled around. It's got a micro milling that looks like tiny little steps. You're definitely not going to be able to see that here on this iPhone, but it's really nice. We also have a lock bar insert, stainless steel lock bar insert with a nice, I think that's like either a T8 or a T10 screw that holds that in, so that's very sturdy. The knife is a frame lock. The lockup is definitely around 50%, maybe 45%, so plenty of life left in there. There is no internal milling, but these scales are very slim. I also like the chamfering around the outside. WE Knives is definitely a premium step up from the Sencuts and Civivis. WE does things that they don't see on Civivi. Hence the really nice, I would say polished. These have definitely been tumbled and polished probably before they were finished to give that really smooth finish and appearance, which I think is really nice. The pivot with their logo on there, which is kind of cool, and it's also flush, which is nice. It's not protruding. It doesn't have any kind of, it's nice and flush. It's non-intrusive, okay? Nice big hardware on here. I haven't checked it, but I believe it's T8 or T10, and it's really done nicely. We have this kind of really cool little lanyard loop here. It's got a very small Coke bottle shaped stainless steel heat colored lanyard loop, which is nice because if you like a lanyard, you can rock it. If you don't have to have a big hole in the back of your knife. Titanium backspacer, titanium scales on the show side and on the lock side, milled titanium clip. It's not deep carry, but it works very well and functions very well. The lock bar relief cuts are simple but effective and also very nice. When you look at this knife, it looks polished, it looks clean, and it feels that way in hand, all right? It's not something that you're gonna look at and see in the picture and wonder if this is a smooth, refined knife. This is a very smooth, very refined knife. And you're probably gonna pay a little bit of money for it. I'm not 100% on the price. I did not look that up, but if it's under $300, it's definitely worth the money, all right? We have some sort of black oxide finished stonewashed titanium to go with this bead blasted blade finish, and I think it looks really good. And let's talk about the ergonomics. First of all, this isn't a finger choil, this is a sharpening choil, and it's executed really well. Definitely executed really well. The ergonomics of this knife are great. That's one of the things about R.lacanico. His designs are simple, but they're probably one of the most effective designs that you're going to find on across his lineup. That's kind of his thing, is simple and effective. And this is simple and effective. It fits my big hands very nicely. I feel it would be the same in even a medium or a small hand, given that it's thin and it's lightweight, all right? The action is very smooth. It's not like a fall shuddy kind of cheap feeling. This is definitely a smooth action. It runs on bearings for sure, 100%. The knife is a front flipper as well as thumb stud deployment, which is very nice. And The top of the blade, everything's just kind of finished very nicely. I keep saying that, but it's true. Everything on this is finished nicely. Almost no branding on the blade. Let me mention that the blade is 20 CV, so it's made from an American blade steel. The knife is manufactured in China. R.lacanico. And they just knocked it out of the park with this. Really, really did. I really like this knife a lot. I personally don't own any WE knives, but I've definitely tried a few that I thought were exceptional. Very exceptional. You know, I have tried a lot of Civivis, and I've tried some Sencuts, and they're all very, very good at the price point. But WE is really a premium knife, and it shows. And the price kind of reflects that as well. But still some very good value to be had with this as well. All right. This is the WE Evoke in 20 CV and titanium. All right, enough about that. Let's go ahead and talk about what I'm carrying. So Casio watch, it's beat up from the feet up, and I've been using the crap out of it. It's just a go-to. All right. I've really been putting the beans on this Medford slip joint. As you guys can see, there's stuff all over it, and scraping and cutting and doing stuff you probably shouldn't do with an expensive knife like this. But I'm putting it through the beans, and I like it. It's a classy knife, and it's not a typical slip joint, and it's got those simple lines that I just talked about that I like. I like the simple lines, right? Mammoth headgear, mountain trucker hat. If you got a fat head, go check them out and use the code Salty Red Corn. You will get 10% off, and it's going to help you with that. Other than that, that's it. That's going to do it for me today, guys. If you like this kind of video, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, tell your boy Salty Red Corn what you want to see, or maybe what you don't want to see. And until next time, stay fresh, stay sharp. Peace out.